Welcome back. This is my Zulu replay game. Remember, I'm doing an achievement challenge where I'm trying to get as many of the achievements as I can, including a bunch using the barbarian clans. So I did get a Dark Age. So did Brazil, and so did Mongolia, but Montezuma's the only one with a Golden Age. So did Hungary, interestingly enough. I need to meet the other player, though. So as far as dedication, the only one on here that makes sense is Reform the Coinage. We're barely breaking into the Renaissance era. So industrial era buildings are a ways away. We're not going to go to war quite yet. I think this era is the one we'll take to prepare for war. Training a bunch of units to push into Brazil. Probably just go quantity of units over quality, and by raiding Brazil and hopefully taking some cities, that should be enough to catch us back up. So this era will prepare, and next era, 2 arms would be a great dedication to take. Hit some Dracodans. We've already discovered all the continents. I'm not sure about Natural Wonders. And there's not many non-barbarian naval units, so Reforming the Coinage is the only one we can take. Triangular trade would be pretty good. A privateer is okay. If Brazil had coastal cities, that would be better. I probably want exploration here soon to get 15% production on districts and some more gold. The influence points is the only good thing about monarchy, and we're not really buying faith purchases anymore, so probably grab mercantilism because it's cheap, into exploration. All these levied units are, grab this, but they're not really useful. They're too low of level. Holy site completed here. We can get some faith rolling in. Banks are also ready to be built. Workshop built, very nice. 2 turns for that. And the next district here will probably be an Akanda there. So when that grows to this tile, we'll place the Akanda. Kill is still available. Not very many wonder building civs in this game. Colossus being built. Ooh, a trader unit. I think I'll put it down here in this city. Last settler in our capital is done. It will probably go over to this city. We should start building era score and push for a heroic age. Looks like we need 1 more. We can get 2 more settlers for now. Ooh, Mongolia settled up there. I'll grab 3 settlers. There's a city here. Oh no, tornadoes. Dang, that's devastating. Headed to the southeast. It's gonna rip right through all these farms. 1 envoy. That guy's a Garmu. That's pretty good. I think I'll grab Venice, though.
Son, have you seen the reign of God? It passed and entered beneath the mountains.
There's a natural wonder. Great. Just slowly grabbing that Colossus. Use some more production in here. So a trader in there probably would be pretty good. Ooh, there's Auckland. There's the production that we can get. I think I'll move Amani in there right now. She's in Venice. which is giving me 2 envoys. But that's not as worth it as this Auckland one. Need the metal casting Eureka as well. Own 2 crossbowmen. I can do that. In 1 turn, I'll switch out and we'll do a bunch of upgrading with units. I have 2 archers that are ready to go, a crossbowman anyway, so.
The day we stop
I'm just
exploring
reading right here.
is the day we commit ourselves
That's
to
the
live in a
last
stagnant
set, but we need to
world.
meet him still. Okay, Merchant Republic unlocked. There's 2 air explorer. Retainers is good. Craftsman would be good. Conscription would be good. Merchant Confederations is good. Triangular Trade, I think, is good. I'll plug that in. Thinking about pumping out gold, really. There's Republican Legacy. That one's more worth it. So I guess Merchant Confederation. Or I could start working on some spies. I'll plug in Diplo League for now. Well, how many? I only have 1 envoy, so it's not worth it right now. Work on civil engineering, why not? So instead, I will take... Vissel Banking will continue to get good as long as I keep sending trade routes to Mongolia, because that'll improve gold, food, and production. But for now, I think I'm going to grab Merchant Confederation for a few turns while I redirect all my trade routes that way. Isolationism would be pretty good as well, but I am training and settling cities. I think I'm happy with this. So the friendship lasts for 30 turns. I think that's a great time that I'll build my military. This era will run out. I can buy amber from him as well. What other stuff can I sell?
Money!
Buy.
Money!
In a couple turns here, we should be able to get Hercules. In a few turns, these cities should be at high enough population to place more districts anyway. Liang needs a promotion and then to expand to more tiles so she can put fisheries down. So there's lots of city-states that I want the 1. I could put like the 1 envoy into to get the double. But I need a few more envoys here. Nice. Adjacency 3 holy site for 3 air scores.
What gunpowder did for war?
There's printing. Gunpowder's up next. Should be getting Hercules here soon. Okay, so trade route. I'm trying to switch them all. Maybe getting some roads up towards Brazil would be okay. This one right here. This one or this one. It's not great yields, but the road value. Looks like there already is a road here. Road here would be nice. Already having a road here seems pretty good. It's good enough for me, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll just send it this way for some gold.
The real use of gunpowder is to make all men tall.
So there's gunpowder. Menelik has declared war on Genghis Khan. And Hungary on Genghis Khan as well. So lots of wars kicking off. So thinking about our next moves. I'm going to click on metal casting so that we can get crossbowmen in. I think I forgot to switch in that other one. We can grab some trebuchets. And then I'm going to click on industrialization and then rifling. have 2 forts by military engineers. So we need military academies. Kill a unit with a knight. I think I have a knight. I have the knight or mine. So 2 trebuchets, 2 crossbowmen. Kill a unit with a knight. Is that this guy? Yes, so I have 2 knights. Ironically, now there's no barbs. Still haven't met Arabia, which is weird. Civil engineering and
a common mistake that people make when trying.
And urban planning finally finished. So, an economic policy card. I'm going to plug in triangular trade, but think about any others. Oh, public works. Are we still building builders? 1 more builder. Probably get 1 or 2 more then. Because we just finished a settler. Settler here and here. Here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should be it. Grab back Nanmodal. We're ready for Hercules. So I could get the holy site in here. And the aqueduct. Commercial hub. And campus down there. Grab the Akanda there. The campus there. So I think it's time to get Hercules back. Governor promotion as well. Grab that aquaculture on Liang. Throw up some fisheries down here. All around this crabs would be great. Plug in that public works for a little bit longer. I don't really have an extra governor. It will grow fairly quickly. It won't actually grow that quickly, so I'm going to hold off for just a second. All right, World Congress. We'll do production units. That's great to start pumping them out. And then city center. Throw some extra votes around. So production is good, and city center. Very nice. That should be 2 victory points. Mongolia is still leading with 8. I only have 5. An alliance turn. I never want to zoom out. I have a military alliance. It is Khan. And an alliance. Hungary had cultural alliance. And Spain. We had religious. We had a religious with milk. Alright, so I can still use this in Barbarian Encampment to run the 4 things. So I'm going to check here what exactly I need to get the achievement. Okay, so I looked it up. I was almost right. So the achievement is called Frenemies. So what I need to do for it is I need to do all 3 of these things, bribe, hire, and incite, but then I need to raid it as well. So put a unit on it and raid it. So if I would have done that on the Gazagarmu before it flipped, I would have gotten the achievement. So I think I will start doing that on this one. I'm going to grab the Guard Imperial right now, and there actually is an achievement for grabbing a unique unit from a Barb clan, but I already have it. So technically I'm going to get it on this playthrough as well. So there's the Guard Imperial, which would have gotten me the achievement if I hadn't already gotten it. I can bribe them as well, and then I don't need to go ransom a unit, but I still need to ransom other units. I have ransomed 1 so far, but I could send a settler or something over there and have it get captured and then ransom it back and just keep having it capture ransom a few times until I get the achievement. I have a settler on the way to this spot, so I might just sneak it over. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to send both of these knights over to try and grab this Eureka as well for military science. In 3 turns, I'll switch out the card and grab crossbowmen for it as well. I have a bunch of stuff ready to get upgraded. think in this city I'll throw down the Akanda here. I'd rather it go here, but here's okay. Just so it can start working on it. It's ready for another one as well. But I think I will wait and build that with Hercules. So instead, work on the bank. Speaking of, let's reclaim Hercules. 1,000 of faith. And 2 era score. Head straight down there right now. There's a circumnavigation, the first circumnavigation, which is awesome. 5 era score and putting us well on our way. Hercules could probably build this one. Won't be ready for any of these quite yet. Maybe stop up there for this campus and then head over here before heading over to help with this encampment. Hopefully it has enough life for that. Alright, let's see if I can chop out something. Chop out a spy. That would be great. Right now I do have the retainers card plugged in. And in 2 turns, that won't matter as much. Moving units in and out of cities and around. While I have the card plugged in, I'm going to buy another builder here. And I think just with the gold I have, it's worth it to grab a shipyard in here as well. Oh, he's original, which is good. One gold, I'll take it, not great, I'll take it. I might use my ranger here. I don't see her. There's an envoy with Wolin because I created an Akanda. Here's the switch. Switch out retainers for professional army. And looks like urban planning finally ran its course. So we could grab rationalism. There's not real reason for that. Throw in triangular trade, but look to see if there's anything else better. Don't need to purchase anything. Liberalism would be pretty good. We're running okay with amenities. I'll see if there's anything we can buy. We don't have enough envoys, right? Switch in diplomatic league. Menelik declared war on Philip. Hungary on Montezuma. Montezuma on Philip. Interesting. Here's 1 crossbowman. 2 crossbowmen. I had already gotten that tick. So that was kind of bad on my part. Here's another knight. And here's the musketman. The impies can't be... Oh, the impies can be upgraded to pike and shots. So I think I'll have to do that. Oh, yeah. So let's get all my impies upgraded as well while I have the gold. The only one I won't upgrade is the slinger. Although I'm not sure if the achievement for that will count yet. Because it might need to be level 3. It's only level 1. So to grab the achievement for these encampments, I have to raid it. I don't have to clear it. So when I get some more gold, I'm going to do one of these 2. Probably incite it to attack Brazil with 710 gold. It'll take me a couple turns to get there. This Grand Armée is doing crazy stuff. How will it do against the musketmen? Stalemate, looks like. Minor victory, but I think it's more like a stalemate. Got a granary here. So you can work on a campus. I am going to buy this tile now. We'll place down, the Akanda in 2 turns. That's okay. So for now, Hercules, we're going to send up to here. And he can throw down that campus. Honestly, I might try for Kilwa. 4-turn trader's pretty good too. Production is okay in this city. Why not? I can always just flip it over to this city Or throw down an Alcazar there. It doesn't go through. I need to get the city over here down. That says it's a good spot. I'll take a look at it in just a second. Have it hit that, and then it'll probably... Ooh, it can take a promotion. Ooh, lost my scout up there. Dang it. At least 20 turns until the next era. And I need 122 era score. So you're going to take a promotion. So Arabia has to be right here. It's the only place I haven't explored yet. I don't quite have the gold for this one yet. There's the canvas. Another 3 era score. Very nice. Perfect timing for the shipyard. You can grab your library. Ramp that science up. I'm still behind, still last in science, and barely ahead of Spain. Okay, so this city settling, I want it to get a farm with these 2 rice. Can stick the other one there. It won't get an aqueduct, but I want it to be in range for this and the tobacco. So maybe here would be the best spot. Just so it'll get this place. I can place that down right now, actually. This would almost be a good spot too, with 2 strategics. Let me see here. +4. 2 strategics and mines around it. It'd be perfect if there was an aqueduct there, though. So it would still be better to get this industrial zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So better to place it here to get power up to this city. I might buy the granary because it needs some food help. But I can work on the monument and then the industrial zone. Ooh, Brazil does have a settler here. So I will move back and settle before he does. Completed a bank here, and it does have a space for another district. So I'll swap this over and start work on the entertainment complex. But I'm wondering if it's better to work on something like the synagogue so that Hercules can get this up. Okay, I will settle this city and we'll get a governor title in 4 turns, which should be enough to keep it. There's also era score for on a new continent. So that's a normal age secured. We need 122, so 14 more era score. It'll flip in 10 turns. So I'll throw down a harbor. I prefer harbors over commercial hubs. Probably here. Because then we can place districts here and here. So I'll throw a lumber mill up there.
At Rhodes was set up a colossus of 70 cubits high,
very nice,
representing the sun.
Extra trade route and trade route capacity. Great Admiral. Colossus is finished. I will throw down Mausoleum. Grab 1 more builder. Well, I still have the card in, and then I'll switch out the card. I need to save my gold. I would spend it on that monument, but we can last 12 turns. And the granary and the watermill. But a spy we'll send to Brazil for Porto Alegre. Settle this city immediately. Send a trader there. Monument, granary. There we go. There's Arabia. Honor to meet you. Establish resident embassy. Will you declare friendship? Yes, you will. There's no alliances. What can you sell me? Open borders for one. He's got coal too. Okay, this reminds me to do the other aid request as well. Pedro. Pedro's not the one we want to be sending gold to, but whatever. So this aid request is Spain. So I'll just check on it. 400 would get the win. I'll just take the Diplo favor though. So I'll send Spain like 100 gold. Okay, so I'm going to both incite against Pedro and raid it at the same time. Oh, we used all his charges already. That's okay. That means you have 21 turns. Stick it right over there.
Shenzhen.
Plug out professional army. We don't need it. I think plug in Grand Armée. Melee anti-cavalry ranged units. Also, craftsmen would be good. I think I'll plug out public works in favor of natural philosophy. Just getting all the science, extra science that we can. Do we have envoys? 2 envoys that would be worth sending. And I could grab a 2-turn like divine right to switch it out. That's what I'll do. Let's grab. I'll click on ballistics, but I'll switch off of that soon. Governor. I'll appoint Victor into Barbanango, and that should get back to full loyalty. Professional army and public works are out, as well as charismatic leader. Plug in Grand Armée. Plug in natural philosophy, and plug in diplomatic league. I'll send 2 envoys. I'll plug it into Muscat because I want the humanities. I mean, I wouldn't be fighting, but so I wonder if it's better. I'll plug it into Akkad, and I'll plug it into Mitla. I feel like I could fight Genghis Khan for that one. And then in 2 turns I'll switch it out to keep getting influence points with the card. We will switch out Diplo League for charismatic leader. We still want to get those extra onboard points. This weekend would be good, but I think 31 gold's better. Gold. Completed a builder. Need to keep working on mausoleum. Looks like Statue of Zeus went. Campus constructed here. Guess I can throw down commercial hub, and I can put down the Akanda whenever it grows in 1 turn. Nice. You should work on your library. We are ready to bribe this clan, which should give us the achievement. And there's the achievement. This is ready for another district. I could throw down a kinda here, or a kinda here, a kinda here. Although a theater square wouldn't be bad, we need to get culture up. I'm gonna put an Akanda down. We need to start pumping units. You need to start work on bombards. Lundy is producing the armory. It needs to make the next government plaza building as well, which will be the intelligence agency. That's hurting. This city could die. Please kill it. Very good. There's the boost. Now I'll switch into square rigging right now. I wonder if I sold all my niter, if this would switch over and not produce the bombard, but would instead produce the trebuchet. Another great merchant. I get the toys one. Finished its Akanda. So grab barracks, toys. Thank you very much. We can sell our salt.
Money.
And hopefully this gets us up. Finished colonialism. I could plug in Raj. It's a pretty good one. I would need to focus more on getting suzerainty of city-states, though. I'm still behind in both science and culture. Ahead of Spain, not quite to where Brazil is, though. I'm going to faith by walls. That way, I should have done that earlier, but can I faith by medieval as well? Very nice. Could buy a unit in here as well. I think I'm good for era score. I need 2 more era score in 7 turns. I'll take suzerainty of a god. Looks like I finished all the main city center buildings here. Doesn't have a district placed. It's not going to grow. We'll grow there. I prefer it to grow here. So move that there. You can work on your aqueduct for now. There's the city. I'd have to do that because it would get taken. So we will faith by walls there. And then just work on make granary. Honestly, you could probably put a harbor in. As soon as I built walls, they run away. Great scientist. Nice. I'll take that one. Grab computers and flight. Nice. 2 epic. Techs. Raid? Yay. Raid.
Money.
Nice. Keep getting those great general points. Couple city shots. Okay, so I get 50 Diplo favor. That's alright, I'll take that. While I'm thinking about it, I guess I'll send Brazil friendship. Don't settle near me. I hate that laugh. Buy Amber. And give a gift of gold. More barred problems, unfortunately. Starting to siphon funds from Brazil. How many turns? Oh, okay, so this is the last turn of the era. We need 1 era score. Kilwa finishes next turn. I don't think there's anything I can do to make that go through now. I could levy a city-state, but I think I also have a horse I could produce. So in this city, I might buy a Corsair. And that gives me the era score. Ballistics will only take 1 turn to finish. But I can work on military science. I don't think I'm going to get the forts anyway. Cavalry and line infantry incoming. The second workshop is being worked on right now, so industrialization's almost up. 6 envoys to send. Here we go. Okay. So let's take Mohenjo-Daro. That's basically free. Venice we could take. Hong Kong we could take. Wollin we could take. Auckland we could take. We do have Amani there. Could take Mitla. So there's a lot we could take right now. We'll take back Nanmadal. Some air score. I think I take Auckland. I want that shallow water tiles. And get me one extra production. Helps this city, helps this city, helps that city. One more envoy. I think we save. Could grab another Guard Imperial. It's a pretty good unit. City state conversion imminent. And I think we pull out. We take this and run. Because it's going to flip here. We could actually probably just keep this army here. And attack Bailey immediately. Okay, so because we have Grand Armée in, we need to be producing military units. Limes wouldn't be bad. I don't think there's anything better. Raj would be pretty good, though. In fact, Raj is better than Merchant Confederation. I was going to replace Natural Philosophy, but it's a Diplo, not a economic. Next turn we'll get military academies. Once those are up, we can get military engineers. Should I grab a harbor here? It'll add trade routes. No, it won't add the trade route. It's almost better to put a campus in.
Money!
Let's grab Mitla for 2. Venice wouldn't be bad to get either. But we'll hold on to the 2. Remember, we did get Kilwa. So having duplicates gives us a ton of extra bonuses. So if we can get a second scientific, a second industrial, we have plenty of culture, which is probably where all our culture's coming from. We have 3 militaristic. We don't have any economic. They went and raided it. That's funny. World Congress. What's the biggest type right now? Militaristic, probably, or cultural. I'll do cultural. And then 100% towards buildings in the city center. I lost out on the unit production one. I'll do myself and then check on the World's Fair. Do an extra on there. Do 2 extra and then the rest on here. Do like 10, 11, 12. See if that goes through. Cultural city-states, city center, Shaka, and
However
World's
beautiful the structure.
It's a World's Fair, generating great people points. I got 5 Diplo points, which should put me in the lead. 10 points, yes. That might be our victory condition, which would be hilarious. Brazil is leading in science, and I want to attack him, which is funny as well. Okay, I think ballistics is ready to go through. Grab economics. In fact, let's click on ballistics. This city can buy the workshop, which gives us the boost. So after ballistics, grab industrialization, we'll grab steam power. And then we need to think about how we're going to advance militarily. Do we want flight or do we want oil? I'm going to click on chemistry and flight, refining, steel. What other boosts? Build 2 neighborhoods, 3 line infantry, coal mine and ironclad, coal power plant. We have the alliance already. So we could work on neighborhoods. I should have 3 line infantry soon. I just unlocked them. And then coal in another 4 turns. So we need gold to upgrade. Might be worth plugging in the gold upgrade card again. Hercules has 5 turns.
It's one thing to surmise what happened,
There's ballistics.
but we don't speculate.
And our alliances need renewing. Alright. Alliance time lapse. Alright, there we go. All the alliances have been renewed. Arena made. Time to spam produce units. 26 turns left until we can declare war.
Money! 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 Money!
We lost that musketman. Kind of figured we would. Please kill it. Thank you. Okay. Can I faith by military academy? 660. Probably not worth it. 1,000. 10 turns. Governor promotion. Dang, this promotion would have been great. +2 per food from our domestic trade routes. A spy. We'll send you to Brazil. No, we'll send you to Manaus. That way you can either steal money or steal techs. I think we're good for our government. Could probably push towards a tier 3 here soon. Coal underneath this aqueduct, very nice. Coal there we can go get. And coal underneath the city. 3 sources of coal. Getting us 8 per turn, 6 per turn. Wonder if there's any more down here. 1 more down there, so we can go settle for. 2 down here we could go settle for. 1 over here. All the coals are battleships. Although they won't do much good because Guadalupe is out of range. If we ever attack Mongolia, they would. Or push towards someone else, they would. Stable built. Grab that. Ooh, grab that factory. Can I purchase that factory? No, not even next turn. So I might buy the armory then. You need some housing. What you need. I might slap down this one as... Ooh, that would be a good neighborhood too. I think I'll just replace the Alcazar there. That can be one of our neighborhoods. Okay, there goes Hercules. We should get him back next turn. And stole gold. Very nice. Anything to slow down Brazil. So this is a problem now. There must be a scout that knows about us. I would take control of Nan Madol, but there's just... the military sucks. So next turn, I'll probably grab Hercules. Grab that factory. Can I buy it? Yes. I think it's worth it. Click on the cold power plant. I'm not really worried. This bombard is worrying.
A
but other than
vast
that,
tomb
nothing else.
lies
There's
over me.
Mausoleum.
Science
And
owes
steam power. If I really want to do diplomatic victory, I need to get Statue of Liberty. Grab a builder in 4 turns while I think about it. And grab your armory as well. Funds. Let's go for refining tech boost. Grab commercial hub and a harbor. Work on the harbor first. Fully completed encampment for 3 era score. Doing okay for era. Still have a ways to go. Probably just want to keep that in there. This might die with that battering ram. I don't know. 5-turn army on that one would be worth it. Harbor completed. Lighthouse. Aqueduct completed. Barracks. Okay, for civics, I might push towards conservation, but I think ideology. Just go for it. We can get up at tier 3. Factory completed. Very nice. Just gonna build 1 line infantry. So I might take a turn from replaceable parts and instead put it in rifling. 2 turns. That's fine. I have 2 titles available. Growing the capital would help. We'd be able to get all these up. So I think I will take Magnus's surplus and industrialist. That way we can get vertical integration here soon, and it can take from both of these industrial zones. Could not get any text, but it was undetected. Grab some siphon funds. Can start work on flight, I guess. We have 1 neighborhood for sanitation. 12-turn field cannon's the only thing that we can do. This bombard's gonna start firing next turn. I'll take Hong Kong. That's a lot of production in all my cities. Because of Killa, and it's the 2nd industrial city-state. That's walls down. That's not good. Oh, I didn't get any rewards from this. Wow. They spent a lot on that. Okay, friendship with Saladin can be renewed. I hope this city lasts. It might die this turn. The city died. Okay, I'm gonna switch this out quickly for a 50% unit upgrade card. We can get some upgrades here. I think that's all the unit upgrades I want to do.
You can walk
There's
away from the
flight.
landing. It's a...
So we can throw down some aerodromes here soon.
For a machine to run smoothly,
Successfully stole some gold. Breach dam, sabotage production. We'll do steel great works. Not the greatest, but we'll take it. I guess we'll push towards chemistry and then refining. Need to build a coal mine. I have coal there I can mine. So I'll buy a builder here. Can grab Sinbad again, but there's no real point. Can grab Hercules whenever we need to as well. In the capital, you're ready for an aerodrome.
Yosemite Valley to me is always a
Yosemite.
sunrise.
Where did I discover that? Oh, interesting. I grabbed his visibility. I literally ran a scout along here when I needed error score. That's okay though. Guess we could throw down a campus. +4 campus. I'll take it. Just nab rocketry first. Let's check our resources here. It's okay. Buy some resources. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for this episode, but I do want to close out with some final thoughts. I've been looking around the game here for a little bit, and I've been thinking and plotting and planning for the future and thinking about what our next move should be and really thinking about how we're going to win this game. The main thing that I'm thinking is that we need to watch out for an opponent culture victory. Brazil has the most culture, but Matthias actually has the most tourism, with Brazil close to us at the bottom. So Brazil would be the best enemy against Matthias, but if we take Brazil, that should help us too. And Genghis Khan has quite a bit of culture that would keep us from having a culture victory. Matthias is still a ways away from it, so we're not really worried about that. As for my own culture, though, I am planning to place 2 theater squares here. This city is ready to place a tile, so let's go ahead and place that down. But thinking about it, would it be better to get it here? Or next to the entertainment complex? It'd get 4 right now, being next with all the adjacencies. And then I wonder if... Okay, so then it's +3 campus for +2. I think we need the science more than we need the culture. So I'll keep it how it was. +4 is good enough, and then once we get this +5 in, that'll be good too. So I'll throw down the theater square, lock in that production. There's 2 turns left on this military academy. I could just buy it. We've put enough production into it that I don't want to waste that though. Getting this neighborhood would get us the boost for the sanitation. So it might be worth it to wait, and it takes 7 turns. I think I will. I'll switch to refining. That'll be done in 4 turns. That'll take a good amount of this production, and then I think I can put some turns into electricity to finish out that neighborhood. And then that should take it down to probably 1 turn. Hopefully it completes it, but it probably won't. It'll probably take it down to 1 turn. So I'll have to put 1 turn into the sanitation, straight into chemistry. And then we need steel as soon as we can. This will give +1 production to lumber mills, which would be very helpful. And we need to get up these research labs. So in the few turns that I have waiting, I'm going to get some military pumping, and then we'll get these research labs up. I have been thinking also about a way we can improve our science, because we're struggling a little bit with that. Obviously, this campus can go in, and that'll help a little bit. But another big one would be grabbing Hattusa City-State. I'm ways away from it. I could try moving Almani in, but I'd probably lose Auckland. And it'll be a while until I get enough envoys. We'll try for that, but for now, getting up this campus and increasing our population is probably the best. I'm going to try and get as many of these Eurekas as I can. I can grab the coal mine and ironclad. I am getting coal per turn, so I can build an ironclad in this city right now if I wanted to. We'll build that right after this military academy, because this coal mine will go up right away. A couple other things I've been thinking about. Can re-grab Hercules, but I think I'm going to wait just a bit. I guess I could get him to finish this neighborhood and Theater Square right now. Am I building any other districts anywhere? This city could put up some districts. Could put an aerodrome right there. But I think I'm going to put turns into military instead of the aerodrome, and we will get Hercules. Hercules has a lifespan of 30 turns, and we need to use the 6 charges. But what I'm thinking about is the war upcoming. I'm pretty sure we can only recall the hero once per era, meaning if we get him now and he goes 30 turns, there would be about 8 turns where we wouldn't have Hercules. He might become obsolete in our war, which, by the way, we can start in 7 turns. Unless there's some sort of emergency. So we have 7 turns to prepare and build an army and get it ready to attack Brazil. Now I have this army over here ready to invade Belém, and our strongest unit looks to be this line infantry army. The Guard Imperial has 70 combat strength, which could probably tank a couple hits, but not too many. Pike and Shot only has 55. Field Cannon only has 50. So we're mostly going to have this Cuirassier running through pillaging, and I'll probably have this line infantry pillaging as well, while I have this bombard move onto this tile and start hitting it. But it looks like he already has steel, because there's no visible walls around Belém. As you can see there, there's no walls built, but he still has fortification strength, which means he has steel, which kind of sucks, and the bombard won't do very much until we get steel, when walls become obsolete. But the artillery can take out any walls pretty easily. Unfortunately, this is our only army over here, so all these will probably get shredded fairly quickly. The next army I'm going to build will come sit over here and attack Fortaleza. Now, Fortaleza has slightly better garrison strength because of the encampment and walls and other things. But I think with a big enough and strong enough army, I'll be able to take it. Or at least be able to tank some shots with things like this line infantry to pillage a bit, to lower that combat strength. But in 7 turns, hopefully I can get some more units as well. I did unlock infantries. So in places like this city, will build things like observation balloons and traders and builders to support. And then when it can, it'll get Anaconda. But in the next turns, when this one finishes its stable, I'll probably faith by the armory and military academies to start pumping out units. This city needs to build its aerodrome, and it can pump planes. The settler was going to go replace this city, but I don't know if I really need it. It was only really giving us this tobacco, and I guess it could throw up some lumber camps or mines. It won't grow very fast, so I'll take that off for now. But once this aerodrome is completed, it will start pumping out planes. Now I am thinking about building the Statue of Liberty in this city. I have been thinking about going for the diplomatic victory, and the Statue of Liberty would be key to that. It's got a lot to produce, though. So I think I will use Hercules to build this neighborhood. He'll build this theater square as well. That way the city can focus on military academy, ironclad. When those are done, I'll think about getting the Statue of Liberty. Getting a builder in here to finish out all these fisheries would help as well. Speaking of builders, I need to come down and put down these mine and farm. I don't have the extra builder charges card plugged in. I could switch it in 2 turns, which I think I will wait for, and then I'll just buy a builder in this city to have like 6 builder charges. I don't remember. You can also build a farm over here or just come over here and help out. Hercules could finish out this commercial hub or this harbor as well, but I might just have it build the commercial hub in this city instead of the harbor. So keep doing your thing. I guess you keep doing it as well. Could throw down an aerodrome over here. I think I will put it down right here. Can just crush the marsh and Hercules can build that. So that's a bunch of districts for Hercules to build. I will wait till next turn to get Hercules. It's just 1 turn longer. We can use him in the war. This city can build, Hercules can build that holy site. I'll need to prioritize what he builds though. So I'm thinking you can even put down some map tax. Definitely the neighborhood here. Definitely this theater square here. I would say have it build this aerodrome. I guess 4 turns isn't bad. I'm also thinking about putting a water park here to help with amenities. So I think the city hard produces this water park and Hercules puts up the aerodrome. So that's 1, 2, 3. Hercules will do this commercial hub. That's 4. I think it does this holy site for 5. And then this aerodrome for 6. That'll be at 6 builder charges. Could have probably come up here to build a district in here. I'm actually thinking this side will need power. This city won't have power. This city will. It's within range of this one, but not this city. So I'm thinking possibly we do something like this. Having 4 mines surrounding an industrial zone from this city. And that will provide power to these 3 cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Won't quite hit this city. So we're going to have to put either another industrial zone or some sort of renewable energies around here somewhere. Okay, I just saw this. Not sure when Brazil settled that. What's the loyalty in there? Pretty high loyalty, honestly. How did they get to 4 population without me even noticing? And having units right here. What the heck? Do need to be careful. That's an infantry corps. Alright, what should I put in this city? If it had the space, I'd put an Akanda. I want the next harbor building. Oh, it comes with electricity. Okay. I would have it start building ships, and maybe I could. Maybe this is where I could build the ironclad for the boost instead of this city. It's a good idea. For a while, I've been thinking and wondering, how do I get more population in this city? Because we need to get, at minimum, this theater square and probably a commercial hub here. And to do that, it would need, is it 16 population to get 2 more districts? You get another one at 13, and I think 16 after that. I just got this aerodrome when it hit 10, which is okay. It will build right after the synagogue. So what we could do is switch this to population growth, which is okay. But then I clicked on this manage citizens, and I realized it didn't even own all these farms. So we can swap all these farms over. It'll take some production off, but it should help it grow so much faster. Let's see if it'll reset. Yeah, 2 turns to grow now. We increased the housing by a lot. This city doesn't really need to grow. It's at 13. And it's got 2 districts to build still. I'm okay with it growing slowly at 44 turns for it to grow. That's fine. Even if we get another farm over here or something, it doesn't matter. I prefer the growth go to the capital. It's probably only because Brazil is in a heroic age that he's able to keep that city. So we definitely need to get a golden age. Now, there are at least 18 turns, probably closer to 20, 25 turns left in this era. So getting Hercules isn't a bad idea, but I will wait till next turn and then he can start pumping out all these districts. In the meantime, I'm going to start shuffling around all these units. Try and get this line infantry on the front line. That's weird. Wonder if it'll let me keep that. Yeah, you can stay, you can stay, you can stay. Looks like it's letting me keep that there. Another line infantry. So I guess I'll take this one up and he can combine with this one and this one to create another army. Sounds like a good idea. We do have barbs invading down here, and we did lose that city down here to these barbs. So I might keep this line infantry army, and then when it's ready, it can get upgraded. Keep it down here just in case more barbs come, or if we get backstabbed by Mongolia or something, which I feel like is unlikely, but you never know. The Guard Imperial walked all the way down here to help out, and now has to walk all the way back. He'll get upgraded to infantry eventually as well. But I'm going to wait to hit next turn button until next episode. We got a lot done this episode, and we have lots of plans ready for the next episode. Waiting for this coal mine to come up to keep pumping out our science. I have big plans for the future that includes Hercules, lots of military producing. These 3 cities will probably start pumping out units, as well as these cities when they're ready. All the other cities will probably just provide support as needed with traders and continue to grow, and when they're ready, they can produce reinforcing military as well. I've also been taking a look at Brazil, and along with discovering that he has steel, I also noticed a few weird things. First off, he's got spaceports building, meaning he has rocketry. I think we already knew that because our spy is taking rocketry here with the steel tech boost. So I spotted this spaceport as well as this spaceport. That's why we need to start the war, because along with the imminent culture victory by either Matthias or Genghis Khan, we need to prep to take over Brazil and prevent a scientific victory as well. By the end of next episode, we'll see how the war is going, and we will have decided what victory type we're going to go for. If we can pull off the domination victory, I'm going to go for that. If we can pull off the diplomatic victory by getting the Statue of Liberty, I'm going to keep that in my back pocket if domination doesn't work. But there's always scientific that we can fall back on. We just need to build spaceports and get them pumping the projects out. Culture at this point would probably be pretty difficult. We need to keep increasing our culture and prepping to prevent culture victory by someone else. But at this point, I feel like it's too hard, especially if we're going to start lots of wars. Just taking a look here, culture victory is okay for a while. Science, we're looking good. I expect Brazil to be the farthest along scientifically by just building these spaceports. Religion could become a problem, but it looks like Hinduism and Catholicism are kind of fighting. Catholicism probably has the whole other side of the map over there with Philip. Yeah, it looks like over here, Catholicism dominates. Eastern Orthodoxy is pretty powerful as well. Zoroastrianism. And then Hinduism kind of took me over. Don't really care. That one's from Montezuma, which took Brazil as well. So it looks like we're doing okay for culture. And then diplomatic victory, we're actually winning with 10 points. So if we can get the Statue of Liberty and then do well in the next 2 Congresses, that's very viable. Now some final thoughts. Thinking about this war, Brazil's military strength isn't that great. It probably just has a few high combat strength units, including the 2 down here. So if we can stop and attack them, it'll probably take 7 turns and then they'll be on the front lines. Because we can't attack for another 7 turns anyway. Oh shoot, looks like we lost this national park as well. That kind of sucks. Maybe in the process we can take Cahokia, because to me they aren't really doing much and they have pretty low city strength. So we could probably take them over as well as we take Brazil. It'll help with loyalty with some of these cities around the border. A weird thing I noticed right here is that's a canal. How the heck did he get a canal there? The only thought that I could have is that the Panama Canal is going right here. That's such a weird place. I think that's the weirdest, strangest Panama Canal I have ever seen. And I've seen some pretty bad ones. These tiles don't say they have anything on them, but I don't have any other explanation for putting a canal there. Brazil is ahead on techs, but because of his low military strength, and if we can hit him hard quickly by getting some airplanes and units out fairly quickly to hit him hard quickly, he won't be able to recover, or will have taken 2 or 3 cities by the time he can hit us with decent units. And at that point, we'll have gotten our own strong units as well, especially as soon as we get these research labs up. If we take a look at his campuses for a second, here's one. He does have research labs up. So that's why he has so much science. Around double of what we have. So as soon as we get those up, I feel like we'd be about where he is on science. But that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'd appreciate a like and a subscription. If you're liking what you're seeing, please let me know what you do differently down in the comments section. We are going to push for a domination victory by trying to take Brazil out first and preventing culture victories from coming through first. I am planning to build a little bit of a navy to help us take out our neighbor Mongolia, and then that will help us push around as well towards Ethiopia and onwards towards Hungary. It'll be a long domination, and it will be scary because others will be going for culture victories. So we probably have to push towards something like nukes as fast as we can to nuke people if they're going for science or culture victories to slow them down. If it comes to the point where domination victory is going too slow for us, then I will transition into, ironically, a diplomatic victory or possibly a scientific victory as a third option. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.